There. It's a lot neater that way. Anyway, let's go interview Spencer, because according to our investigation so far, he is most likely the murderer. He is most likely the murderer of Halcyon Helen.
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely must go out. A quote from the Sisty Cutlet. I voiced a Sisty pig, aware that it was going to be slaughtered. Ask me anything at all.
Well, the other thing I do about the activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
What was he want with a pectorite bio? I'll get my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my
He's an
prime,
actor too,
but
if that
you
wasn't
no doubt
obvious. I'm
see
just
the
trying
name.
to fuss around with the dialogue, see what else I can get out of him.
Many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
Nope.
That can't be. You must just not remember. Or perhaps you only recognize my characters, not my name. Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
Who? Bucket of bolts.
Yes, that would be Burbage 3001. I'm sure you've heard the clomping around. It's over in the next room. It's hard for me to believe that a mechanical actor isn't some kind of joke played on us all by Odeon's director.
Alright, let's try talking about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Poisoned and shot with plasma.
How awful. Whoever did this must have been quite heartless.
Where at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
And really? Come on, dude. Seriously?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
How long are you with the Prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Who can corroborate your meditation story?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. I'll answer whatever you wish. Bellamy has
Did you
been
know
my
Helen
chauffeur
well?
throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way. Unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's meteoroids.
That was just really silly. Must not have been too flattering, always starring alongside a younger actress.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
Alright, enough about that.
I suppose.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, we're done here. Oh, I still have to talk to you. Well, alright.
You're here. Ask me.
Alright, poison thing.
Oh, but I.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef who want to harm you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve. How? Very. Oh.
Why'd you want a terror bile gland?
That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
Dude, if all you want is an appetite suppressant, just buy some apple cider vinegar. It's probably a lot cheaper and a lot safer than ordering a man to kill random wild animals for you. If it was a suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
Yeah, you really seem like a toxicologist. Or maybe you played one on the Aether Wave.
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy.
I'm sorry if it's not a little tired, it's just...
incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
This will save it to us for now, I suppose. It's a card I can play at the table later.
Thank you very much, Inspector. And for what it's worth, I really do hope you find the true murderer.
What? To the lobby we go.
Men. I like that the whole point of the joke is that it's absolutely not how this works. Let's see here. Okay. The productivity queen. How can I get over there? Oh my god, there's an elevator. Oh, elevator button was here the whole time. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. I straight up thought I was just wasting my time. All this time. I could just focus on here earlier. But whatever. Whatever. We had to do other stuff anyway. Okay. Head straight to
We ever
the...
expected a gate in this colony.
Sure.
I can't believe Helen's
Oh, you're just a tourist. Not even worth my time.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today? Hunter Supplies.
So we're gonna go look for the so-called prophet now, and then we can finally, like, talk to, oh boy, Ludovico. Because Jesus Christ. Ooh. I love shooting mega animals. They give you so much loot. Ooh, coat of arms. That's something I can think about. In fact, I haven't used companion abilities in a while. Another mega cannonade. Cool. Improves the damage level of armor penetration. Nice.
Nice fake desert. I wonder if they run free-range fixer here. Not that I've seen it.
There's no shame, Max. No shame whatsoever.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Alright. Abandoned bunker. Hell, I know. Okay. God damn it, you guys. I know it. What? No. What? No. I had to admit I was, taking it back. I gotta take it back because Here, but as I was saying, this is around saying, okay, we're
So these hullheads sit around in circles and try to invite profit into their life? I hope they get eaten by rats.
So Ruth wasn't really all that nice about the seminars. Can't get enough of that milk. Can't get enough. You know what? Here, might as well try upgrading the
Hello.
let's
Welcome to the
talk to
Prophet
this
of Profitability's
named
private
NPC and see what she has to
prosperity
say about the prophet before we
Stay
talk to the
positive,
prophet
and soon
properly.
all your humors will be balanced. At least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman.
I don't think he's like.
What can I do for you?
I think it was a really cool thing to do. For a positivity disciple, you sound a little enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean,
yeah,
it
I was
might be
scared at
nice
first 'cause
if I had a little inclination of whether the
You've done
Prophet appreciated all the cooking
Xander's
and cleaning and
Xanax up there,
hours of
but-
meditation I do on a daily basis.
I-
But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
So I was hired to look into how St. Helens murder. Can I ask you a few questions?
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Prophet's some kind of feud with Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Spencer Woolrick?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning. Well, by
Any
and
usual
large,
behavior in
no.
this retreat lately?
But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply
her.
worried about something.
What?
No one saw
No,
her
I don't
until the
care.
next day.
Stop.
Certainly.
You're not really important enough to be the actual...
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Oh, alright.
I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Alright, I'll look into it. Never thought about coincidence here. What the hell's going on? In the desert. Alright, let's go get to the desert first.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
0, boy.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Guy there who made them.
Scanning. Checking database of shoe sizes and height weight
They don't look
ratio.
as large as
Justify footprint
Helen's.
impressions and shoe size. These prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
So they have the same shoe size. Okie dokie. Alright, disturbed ground.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Can we do that again?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person
Has to be where the body is buried.
laid here for a number
Dang.
of hours, scanning for other
Wow.
details. Only additional signs of disturbance
the
are
body's buried.
a few marks in the
Damn.
dirt.
I imagine things just like whoever jumped here got up.
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body.
I got my
Suspected
perception.
likelihood of user correctness,
Hey,
86%.
Oh, that sucks. Let's keep this in mind. So that's a very interesting swerve. It's almost like that lady we just spoke to might have been lying to us. Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we? Be well. Joe looks great. But like these are heavy. What's that about?
Welcome back.
Alaya.
How may I?
Alright, sure, whatever. Guess we can finally talk to the Prophet now.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical.
I'm starting to get
warning.
a familiar
Suggesting
feeling
smoking
that this
or
is something
inserting
similar to what
non-corporation
Vicar Max went through during his
substances into your
companion
ears may be
quest.
harmful to your health.
How would these... Can you analyze the chemicals these herbs treat with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
How these be
Prior
used?
analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How's that? Oh. How's that as an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Didn't Helen say you were a hack?
Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding.
What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Fine. Sure, let's hear it.
Teens live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
Sounds like it would be useful. Sounds very fun and not all miserable, actually.
Miserable? I'm sorry, brother, but we don't typically allow the use of words like that in the retreat space. We prefer experiencing deferred happiness.
Someone said I saw you dragging a human-shaped lump to your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Okay, gonna ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
After you left the Grand Cordon, did you contact her?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Average Eternal, I'd think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Follow your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There's nothing there but by proportions I'd say a body.
That all sounds like hearsay, brother. Perhaps your humors are off balance and confusing your sense of justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
POP. They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my
through
clients have
smoke
ever
inhalation, of all things.
So I'm sure they're perfectly safe.
I'm just...
Is there anything else?
No further contact for her death,
Yes,
right?
that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen Eternal attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does. Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved.
You're not the murderer. This is something else going on.
I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions.
Oh boy. God damn. This game.
Galvanize her. Though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state.
This contradicts everything we've heard up till now about what state her body was in at the time of her death, so... Did you shoot the body anytime?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
No. I don't think you killed anyone. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector.
Oh, wait.
It's your job
You're
to
actually
arrest me,
sincere
isn't it?
about this. I didn't expect that. Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
The only thing you've done is completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
You're up the wall, not getting the constable to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Now we can talk to Vito Colo. I don't care. You're evil.
Inspector?
Okay. I believe my investigation of the poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Woolrick confessed to the crime. Oh, wait. Ah. It was Owens, the bellhop, sure.
Bellhop Owens, recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison Helen. Professional jealousy, gross incompetence. I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I found a black hole birdie.
Inspector, I know you were at the Piraeus spaceport recently. I've heard reports that Bertie Holcomb is dead. Can you tell me what happened?
Oh, Jesus. He was dead when I got there. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is dreadful news. Black hole
Yeah,
Bertie.
it's my fault. I did kill him. I just couldn't.
The hack attack.
Jesus
Dead.
Christ.
There'll have to be time to mourn Bertie later.
I mean, I don't really care about that. It's just, I'm more upset at the fact that that happened at all, and what exactly that prison area. Murders. But I'm okay. I listened to Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
No, you're a bad person. He was torturing a guy at the time of stuff. I can't see past that alibi. Helen was making money. I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. I have noticed that the suspects in this investigation have a mysterious tendency to spontaneously die. I trust Mr. Kincannon is alive.
Oh, sorry. He's alive.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is...
He won't be for much longer. I'll take care of that soon. I finished registration to Levia.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So,
I wasn't even aware that I
what did you
killed
find?
Bernie. Jesus Christ. I think she's a fraud and a cheat.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science. But she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
No, I doubt she did
I'll
it.
bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've
Intergo
told me in my initial
totus.
report.
Jesus Christ, look at all the money we just got from that. 20K. God damn. Name the murderer. Okay, well, gets us all left to do. That's all there's left to do, huh?
Inspector?
I guess I know who killed her.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
You did.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I've got proof. You tampered with Burbage 3001. You should look up your tracks.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
I've got data proving that you programmed Burbage to fire on Helen.
You what? Now wait just a minute. That data was acquired illegally.
Evidence is evidence. Come clean, Ludovico.
All right, fine. Let's do this your way. You say I programmed Burbage to fire on Helen. Why? Helen was critical to my operations on Eridanos. I have no reasonable motive.
This investigation is your motive. You're trying to pin this murder on someone.
I admit, I have been encouraging you to resolve this case as quickly as possible. Helen's death is a stain on our reputation. I don't want it becoming permanent. It wasn't enough that she smile for our cameras and kiss a bottle of Spectrum Brown. No, she had to know what was in it, how it was made, why it was made.
So you lost your nerve. She asked questions you had to silence her.
Of course I lost my nerve. Helen was going to ruin everything. I don't see any point in continuing this charade. Yes, I killed Halcyon Helen. I confronted her in the grand ballroom. One blow to the back of the head. Burbage finished her off. No cameras, no witnesses, no spoiled actors threatening to undermine the future of Halcyon.
Well, good boy. Please don't tell me this has something to do with these parasites.
They are not parasites.
Jesus Christ.
These creatures are a gift. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Inspector, huh? That's not me in the background. I'm sorry about that. Thought you said my service is no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
So guys, should we help him out or...
Whoever whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
You have literally never once been in the penthouse that long, dude.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Yeah.
To the lobby.
Okay, so Mr. Ludovico is the murderer. There's no reason for him to confess that way if he wasn't. So, and this is one of those mysteries where you can't solve the crime by gathering evidence so much as you solve the crime by eliminating every other possible suspect. Let's see. Security breach would be over there. Alright. See what this is about. Oh, Jesus. Nah, this is really cool. It's a little silly to watch me run down this rally when, you know, you're not going to see anything at the fact. But I guess I'm just kind of lazy like that or whatever. Ooh, this thing eats up ammo. I need to be more conservative. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was fun!
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Okay, well, we found the murderer, and no doubt whoever's going here has motive to kill the murderer, so let's see what this is about. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Yeah, just use a goddamn noise filter. That's not the point. The point is I have to deal with it.
Looks like we're fine handcuffs.